How much would you consider is a good return? Let's talk about that and more right now. Hi Forex traders, Andrew Mitchem here, the Forex Trading Coach, and this is video and podcast number 220. And I want to talk about what makes a good return as a Forex trader. And it means different things to different people. It depends whether you have a relatively small account, or whether you have a big account, whether you are just starting out, or whether you're a bigger, longer term investor. So let's talk about the different scenarios. Well, as an example, this week on the managed accounts that I manage as part of JAS Funds, we're up 2.6%. It's a great return. I'm very, very happy. If we could do that every week, I'd be extremely happy. Unfortunately, we don't do that quite every week, but this week it's been a very, very good week. So the key for us at JAS Funds is to have low risk per trade. It's to have a low drawdown, and it's to have high reward to risk trades. So 2.6% gain in 1 week is an exceptional gain, and investors are very, very happy. When you're trading with millions of dollars, you've got to have very low risk and very small drawdowns. However, if you were on, say, let's say a $1,000 or $2,000 account, something like that, yes, you could have higher risk, and it's quite easy to see how people might make, say, 10, 20% in a week or even in a month. But, you know, that's something that you can do if you're on a smaller account, if that amount of money doesn't mean the world to you. You know, if $1,000 or $2,000 is your maximum account size and you know, that's a huge amount to you, then you need to be very low risk, understanding how to trade and almost forget about the monetary return at this stage. And it's a bit like a video I made a few weeks ago. You have to think like an investor. So that's a really, really important thing to look at. Now, as I mentioned with JAS, we're looking at very low drawdowns. But an annual return, if we're looking at somewhere sort of 30% and above, and if we do that year after year, then that's an exceptional return that investors are absolutely ecstatic about, and so are we as traders. So again, it's about understanding what's important for you and what type of trader you are and what account size you have and why you're trading. I'll give you another example of some great trades. Just last night, I held a webinar, 2-hour live webinar in the European trading session for my clients, and I took 3 trades on the session live. 2 were on the 1-hour charts, and 1 was on the 6-hour charts. The 6-hour chart trade lost, and I lost half of 1%. And on the other 2 trades, we gained a profit on both. We made a net gain of 1.25% on that account, risking 0.5%. On the JAS, which is the fund management, I'm only risking 0.25%. But on my personal account, I'm risking half of 1% because it's my own account. But I made a 1.25%, and so did all the clients that copied those 3 trades just on the webinar just yesterday. So it's not just about for them of the actual copying the trades, it's understanding why I'm taking the trade, and it's seeing the trades live in real time. You know, they could have all gone wrong, they could have all worked. It's about seeing that in real time, seeing the setup, being confident in the system and taking the trade. And that's what clients get so much benefit from the weekly webinars that we hold. 1 week I hold a live webinar in the European session. The following week, Paul, who is a client of mine in America, he holds a 2-hour webinar in the US session. And then the following week I'm European session, then he goes US session, etc. So we have weekly webinars now for clients. A great service, and clients are just loving the weekly sessions. So it doesn't really matter where in the world you live, you can get onto one of those as a client. So that's it with the webinars. The other thing, talking of webinars actually, next week I'm holding 2 live webinars for traders in America and Canada with Paul, live sessions. There's a link below this video. I'd love to see you on those if you are in America or Canada, especially for you guys over there. Really looking forward to holding those webinars, and that's leading on to me coming to America in June to do some live training. If you'd like to know more about JAS Funds and having your accounts managed, if you are a wholesale investor and you have a minimum of $100,000 in your trading account, then you would qualify for JAS Funds. Email me, Andrew, at theforextradingcoach.com if you'd like details on JAS Funds. Have a great week, and I'll see you this time next week. This is Andrew Mitchem, the Forex Trading Coach.